for exercise 1, adding 2 points, one simple linear weld in a program. Let's create a new program. So your blue icon down at the bottom of your screen, you go plus, you put in a part name. So in this case, we're going to call this exercise number 1. We're going to say next, and it's going to ask us for parameters. We're not going to weld on this one, so we're going to put in something very generic. All right. So now, what we have here is everything that you add, all the points that you add are going to be added between the start of changes and the end of changes, in between those two labels. Underneath here, we have all our welding movement types that we can store. Right now it's defaulted to linear, and we are going to leave it at linear. I'm going to now take my phone and I'm going to set it right down here. So now, with the phone set down here, all right, I am going to move the robot into a position for you guys to see. So as you can see, there's 2 buttons on this, what we call the puck on here. There's a solid green light and a blinking blue light. It's probably hard for you to see that with the contrast on the cameras, but there's a green button associated with the green light, and there's a blue button associated with the blinking blue light. The green button is the button you press to move the robot. The blue button is the button you press to store positions. So if I push the green button, and I can move the robot to anywhere in space, okay? I don't care, we're not programming a part at this point in time, we're simply putting 2 points in the program. Once you have it into a position in space, you're going to press the blue button to store position. Now, it's a momentary contact, which means push the button, count to 1, let it go. And when I say count to 1, I don't mean 1, I mean 1. So I press the button, 1, and I let it go, and you'll see that it adds in the first red welding position into your program. I simply now move it to a different location, and I press the blue button again for 1 second. 1, release. And now you will see there is a second welding position in the program. At this point, for exercise 1, we are simply going to save this. So as you can see, this is what your program looks like. 2 red positions with your welding parameters listed underneath. Now, if we want to run this part, okay, we have to tie it to the play button on the operator bar. Your system is not initiated from the phone, it's simply programmed from the phone. Your operator will run it from his operations or her operations box. So to assign this program to the play button, you simply arrow back to your list of programs, select the program that we want, in this case it's exercise 1, and we say create new playlist with this part. Okay, little message pops up, says new playlist is created. If we select playlist at the top, you can see that program listed. Okay, so we can go back to parts. Now, if I hit play, the robot's going to run that program. Make sure your arc on, arc off key switch is in the off position. Hit play, and it will run the program we just created. When it's finished, it will go home. Green light comes on to show that it's ready for the next part. All right, do this exercise, making a new program as many times as you need to until you feel comfortable with simply adding some simple points in, creating the program and putting data in and loading it in your playlist. Once you're ready, I'll see you in exercise 2.